Hello everybody, thank you for joining me today. This is a little bit later than planned because I had a few gremlins with my camera earlier, so I do apologise if you tried to join me earlier. But today we're going to be making apricot and coconut soap as part of our Pantry Soap Making live session. So let's have a look initially at the recipe and we'll talk through that. So in the recipe we need some kind of solid fat. Now if you don't have palm oil readily available, the whole thing I do apologise, I was just interrupted. So if you don't have palm oil readily available, the whole thing about us doing pantry soap making is that you can utilise things that you've already got in your pantry, your fridge, your cupboards, or things that you can buy locally from your stores. And palm oil isn't necessarily something that you can get hold of. So there's a few options for you. And if you go to your regular supermarket or even your corner stores, there'll be a solid frying fat. And generally it's made of a mixture of palm oil and rapeseed oil. Now, if you're in North America, you'll be able to find this under the brand name of Crisco, although there are many others as well on sale. If you're in the UK or other areas, there's a couple of versions that you can use really easily. One is called Trex, T-R-E-X, and the other is Crisp and Dry. So we're going to be using 230 grams of our solid oil. We're going to be using 200 grams of coconut oil, 70 grams of olive oil, and in this recipe I really wanted to utilise some soft fruits. Now my grandchildren sometimes eat tinned fruits like apricots, and that's what we're using today. Sometimes peaches, although they love fresh fruits too. They don't always get through an entire tin, and I thought it would be really nice to utilise that. Plus, apricots have a beautiful colour, they smell great too. So we're going to be using 50 grams of pureed apricots in our soap today. And we're going to be using 150 grams of water, 70 grams of sodium hydroxide, and if you want to, you can add an essential oil. So I've put to add 10 grams of lemon essential oil into this recipe and finishing off with some desiccated coconut. So let's go ahead and start pureeing quickly the apricots. Oops. All right, so I have my tinned apricots already in a jug, and I have started blitzing them. So I do need these to be quite smooth, and at the moment they're still quite lumpy, so I'm going to give them a proper blitz. Make sure that it's properly smooth. You do not want great big chunks of soft fruits in this. It needs to be really mushy. And then we're going to add this into our warm oils. Let me use that in a second. Let's just pop that there. So here we have our pre-weighed warmed oils. And I'm just going to add our puree into the oils. And we're going to give this a little blitz up before we add our lye solution in. Okay, so just pop that back on again. Give it a quick mix and then quick buzz. It literally takes a couple of seconds. You can see how quickly that's smoothed out. It is such a pretty colour. Now when we add the lye solution, because we're using soft fruits, these are quite high in natural sugars, and the colour is going to start to darken and intensify. So just add your lye solution, and then you need to just manually stir this, give it a good mixing, and you will start to see this colour change a little bit. It's going to go richer and darker. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it will translate into the end colour, but I'm hoping that some of it will. Oh, look at that. Can you see that that's really darkened up? And then we'll start giving it a bit of a buzz until it starts to thicken. Do you know, this really does smell delicious. I don't think a lot of the smell from this is going to transfer, but let's hope. It's starting to thicken, but we're definitely not thick enough yet. And that colour keeps going darker. It's taking a little bit longer than normal to trace. Just burp my stick blender. Let me just see if I can actually bring up. Well, hi Jackie, hi Lee, it's lovely to see you here. I'm glad you could join me this evening. You know, I'm supposed to be putting 10 mils of lemon essential oil in here, but I actually used it when I was doing this recipe earlier. My cameras didn't work, so I'm not going to be able to put the essential oils in this, but that doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I'm at trace, only a light trace, but I think what I'm going to do is leave it there, and I'm actually going to pour it into the mould, and then I'm going to leave it in the mould just to thicken a little bit before I add the and this is going to be so pretty. Look at that beautiful, beautiful colour. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? That is one stonkingly good soap. I hope you enjoy this too. Hello Dawn, it's lovely to have you with us today. So we've just poured our soap into the mould, And I wanted to finish this off with some desiccated coconut. It's probably something that you have in your cupboards as well. And the reason that I'm going to use the desiccated coconut, is it gives a nice kind of scrubby effect to the soap. It gives a nice textural look. It's going to look really pretty, but I really do like that scrub effect on the surface of the soap. So all we need to do is just sprinkle this on, and let's just have a look. Let's go down with my camera and let's see if we can just sprinkle this across the top. Just a nice sprinkling. Don't worry if it goes everywhere. All of that can clean up. We just want that soap looking absolutely beautiful. Doesn't that look yummy? So what we need to do now is cover this over, and then we need to leave it for 24 hours. And then tomorrow we'll be able to take this out of the mold and slice it into bars, and it is going to be absolutely beautiful. Now remember, I unfortunately couldn't add the essential oil because I messed up earlier when I was trying to record this session and my cameras weren't working, so I haven't been able to add the essential oil in. But once you've got your soap thickening, that's when you would add the essential oil into yours. So I really hope that you've enjoyed watching me make this soap today. If you did enjoy it, press that thumbs up button. Come and subscribe to our channel. We would love to see you here every week. We do our pantry soap making session normally on a Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. And each week we just take those regular items that you've got in your pantry, fridge or cupboards and turn it into a delicious soap. If you've got some ideas of things that you would like us to showcase on this session, we'd love to hear from you. Pop it into the comments and let us know what you'd like to see us use, but also let us know if you've been utilising things from your cupboards and from your pantry and how they turned out for you. So I'm going to be seeing you really soon, I hope. You can come and join us at our main website of soapschool.com, and you can check us out on our social media channels too. I look forward to seeing you again soon, and thanks so much for joining me, guys.